trying to let all of our followers know that we are live here.
We in the building.
We're in the building on this Monday, afternoon.
Happy Monday, everybody.
I am Maria Davis Pierre. I am a licensed mental health counselor here in the state of Florida. I am the CEO and founder of Autism in Black Inc. Go ahead, my other half.
What's going on, everybody? Dr. Barry Pierre, co-founder of Autism in Black. You're checking in. I just checked in on IG as well too. So we're gonna be keeping abreast of what's going on.
Let's do it. So, it's conference time for us. We are gearing up for our 5th annual Autism in Black conference, which we are so excited about, happening April 11th through the 13th. It is a hybrid conference, so you can join us in person here in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtually. We have so many amazing experiences that we are including this year. It is year 5. We are adding in person, so we are going big or going home, right? One thing about Autism in Black is we like to cultivate community. We like for our, anytime you interact with us, anytime you attend a webinar, anytime you attend an event, cultivating that safe space is top tier for us so that we don't feel the need to mask, so that we know that we're with people who are offering neuroaffirming care, so that we know that we are with our people. So that is something that will be weaved in through our in-person experience. We have been able to really successfully do that with our virtual, but now we're adding it to our in-person experience, which we're very excited about. What do we want to tell them about today?
Yeah, I think again we try to do that little introduction, especially because we know there's a lot of people who check in, who've been checking with us, but we know that there are a lot of people who may catch the replay or may catch on to a live, whether you're on, because right now it looks like I'm streaming on my Twitter and my LinkedIn account, right? So maybe this is your first time catching a live with me, and you're trying to figure out like, all right, why is this going live, right? And it's such an amazing accomplishment that we've kind of cultivated, especially over these past 5 years, and we're just excited for what's to come in about a month, a little bit over a month right now. And it's one of those kind of work in progress that just continues to build better year after year after year. And that's really the goal, right? Is like, how can we continue to bring that experience for a community that continues to be often overlooked? And, often, Maria can tell you a little bit better as far as just kind of rates of diagnosis and everything else. But like, it's just, unfortunately, someone has to speak out for us. So it's just a amazing time. I think today we wanted to kind of give a quick update over the weekend. We had a chance. Hi, Brain. How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Tanner. Dr. Tanner was a speaker for us in the past at the Autism in Black conference, and she's actually done a recording for our community members as well. So check out Dr. Tanner. She has many amazing resources when it comes to IEPs. She is a school psychologist or a clinical psychologist. I can't remember which one, but she practices privately now, and she has an amazing clinic that you guys can go to and get those resources. So check her out.
If you can, Dr. Tanner, just I guess put a link or a website in that way you can highlight where people can find you. This weekend, right? We were kind of doing some sightseeing around the area in Palm Beach. Again, this is our first in-person experience. So the question, and we're from South Florida. We're from, I'm from Palm Beach County. So it's one of those things where like, okay, what opportunities will our guests have when they come? Obviously, they're going to enjoy the conference, right? But, the conference isn't like 24/7, right? There's people who come down to South Florida. There's people going to be bringing down their family, right? The kids, right? Like what can they also do and explore? So we were just kind of doing some sightseeing, and I think they're going to have a great time. And for a lot of them, they're not going to really have to leave the area.
Mm-hmm. Once you get to, well, for one, if you're flying in, there is a shuttle from the airport to our host hotel. And once you really get to the host hotel, you don't have to actually Uber or get any rides anywhere. The host hotel is connected to the convention center. There's a hallway that you take and you're over there. If you want to get food, do shopping, anything, we are actually located in the heart of West Palm Beach, right in what is called City Place. So there's many shops there. There's many amazing restaurants there. We actually frequent it a lot just to go get good food and do some shopping. So we went and did some sightseeing, did a walk around the convention center, picked up some information to include in our guide for those who are coming in person. So we are very excited.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things where when you have the opportunity, especially for those who have checked on us in the virtual space these past 4 years now, and you know how hype and how live the virtual space will be, right? So it's like, how do we kind of mirror that experience for those who are going to be with us, who are going to be with their spouses, with their family, with their kids? Like, how do we like kind of mirror that experience? And I think we chose an amazing location for it. Especially because, you know, from a walking distance standpoint, there's not a lot of long walking you have to do to be able to experience shopping, experience, a great dinner, right? Not even good dinner, great dinner. Or you can just kind of chill in kind of the area as well too. So very excited for kind of what's to come, especially as, we get into this last month and we really start kind of ramping up, kind of our efforts and, promoting and getting the word out there.
Yes, and Dr. Berry keeps mentioning kids, and I will like to say that for our conference, we cannot have any children under 16 just for insurance and licensing purposes. So feel free to bring your children, but just know that they can't attend the conference. So once, we ramp up and get a couple of these in-persons under our belt, then we'll look into that side of it. Mm-hmm. What else do we want to talk about in regards to the conference?
I think right now we're still in the early bird phase of it, right?
One more week.
Yeah, so get your tickets. As because we're gearing up for an event this weekend, the men's summit. So we're still kind of in the early bird phase of it. I think we're going to get a pretty good influx after the men's summit as well. Once people who may not have had an opportunity to patronize with us in the past kind of see, the Autism in Black way and kind of see how we do things from a, just an event standpoint. Because again, you're going to have some fun, but you're going to have some learning. And one thing I love is that the aspect of action, right? Like, what can you take and learn on Saturday that you can apply on Monday? What can you take for the conference? Obviously, we're doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What can you take during that conference that you can't wait to go back home and say, Monday, I can't wait to talk to my teacher. I can't wait to talk to that counselor. I can't wait to talk to that employer. Like that's the goal, right?
That
like
position.
That position, right? Like, what can I do on Monday to get things going, right? Because Dr. Pierre is going to be telling folks like, hey, we don't want you to just enjoy and patronize this, right? We want you to enjoy, patronize, and take action, right? So then the next year you come around, you're like, oh man, that stuff I learned last year, like, did wonders, right? So like, what can I learn this year? And that's always the goal for us.
Exactly. We're all about community, but all about action, because we know that it really makes a difference, especially for our children who are in the school system. And right now, the climate of the United States is not one that I'm very happy with. It's not one that Dr. Berry is very happy with. So we really want to come together and talk about next moves and what this means for us for this period of this next 4 years. So, it's important for us to give actionable steps and tools that we can use, especially knowing the intersection of race and disability and how we have to navigate society completely different, because we have to think about our safety. We have to think about our kids' safety. So knowing that there is a conference dedicated to getting us the information and understanding that we have to utilize this information in different ways is so key to us. And it's why we cultivate the safe space.
Like I said, we just want to kind of hop in here again. This is what we're going to do pretty much every day until the conference. I'm going to be taking over Maria's social media platforms later this evening to talk about the Men's Summit, but right now it's all about the conference. I see Maria got kind of below vendors. Right. Shout out to the people who've already signed up and applied to be a vendor. We have in-person and virtual vendor opportunities to kind of get rich and get in. Familiar with this Black autistic community. So again, if you're a potential vendor, check out that site, autismblack.org/vendors, right? Again, I'm not sure how many more spots.
Not many for in-person. So if you are wanting in-person, we are down to the last few. So if you have been thinking about wanting to vend in person, go ahead and submit your application, because we are down to less than, I don't want to, should I give the number or not, or
just say we're low. We're
we are extremely low, like one-digit numbers low. So make sure you are filling out that application. As far as virtual, the conference platform that we use, I think we have a limited amount of ability to have exhibitors. So as far as virtual, if that's what you're wanting to do, you're good to go. In person, make sure you are going ahead and signing up, because also if you're getting an in-person ticket as well, our room block discount ends on the 16th. So if you're wanting to be an in-person vendor or you wanting to come to the in-person conference, it is best to go ahead and secure that spot. One, because we're low on vendor spots. Two, because our early bird ticket rates in next week. You're going to start seeing a countdown on our socials, counting down to that. And the room block discount ends on the 16th. So if you get your in-person tickets after that, then you will have to pay, I believe, the full rate for the hotel unless you stay somewhere else, which we also have that in our guide as well. So is that it for us today, Dr. Bear?
That's it for today. We'll be checking on you guys tomorrow. This week we plan on doing a live from the convention center, just so you guys can keep a visual picture of.
I didn't know what's happening this week, y'all. We talked about this, and he's saying this week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if not this week, soon. But yeah, we will be doing a live from the convention center, kind of showing you what you will be experiencing in person. Mind you, it will not have any Autism and Black branding, but you will just see the space that we're at, which is a beautiful space. It's right in the heart of West Palm Beach. So we're excited about that.
Perfect. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Dr. Barry, we'll see you later this evening.